Okay, this is a short video to show how to connect, play and then record external MIDI instruments in Logic. Alright, I've opened an empty arrangement and I've let Logic create a stereo audio track since it insists on creating a track. First thing you have to do is to tell Logic that you are going to connect an external MIDI instrument and give it a name and a MIDI channel number. To do this, go to Window here at the top of the screen and open the environment. Okay, it's opened on the audio layer. On the mixer layer we actually want the MIDI instrument layer, so go to the drop down on the left hand side and select MIDI instrument. Okay, and at the moment there are no MIDI instruments in there, so you're going to be connecting up an external MIDI instrument as the instructions in the tutorial tell you to. So go to New at the top here and select New Instrument, ignore all the other options. Okay, and instrument loads. What you can do here is to give this instrument a sensible name because it's just called instrument at the moment. So if you double click here on the left hand side in the inspector, you can change the word instrument to match whatever you're connecting. Let's say that I'm connecting a Roland Juno 60, so I'm going to call this the Juno 60. Okay, and you can see its name has changed now in the MIDI instrument layer. The only other thing you've got to do is to make sure that it's talking to the right MIDI port. If you go to the left hand side here, you'll see port and a drop down. Click on that drop down. You can see that I've got things called IAC drivers in here at the moment. Ignore those. You will find that the name of your MIDI keyboard appears in this list. It'll be something like M-Audio Oxygenate or something like that. Select that. Okay, I'm just going to leave it on all for the time being. And then also you need to select a MIDI channel number. It's defaulted to playing back on channel 1, but again if you go to this drop down here, you'll see that you can select any one of 16 possible MIDI channels. Okay, and you should select whichever channel your MIDI instrument is receiving on. Okay, that's that done, and we're now ready to set up a track on the Logic Arrange window to play that MIDI instrument. So go to the Create Track button at the top here and click on that, and you want to select External MIDI Instrument. Okay, create that, and you'll see that in fact it's already defaulted to playing the Juno 60 because it's the only MIDI instrument I've got loaded. I can, if I want to, reassign that. If I press the Control key while I'm hovering over this and then the mouse button, alright, you'll see it says reassign track. Okay, go there and it gives you possible different ways of reassigning it, including MIDI instruments. If you highlight that, well, you can see there's only one MIDI instrument in my list altogether because that's the only one I've got loaded. If I had others loaded, then I could select that. Okay, so that is now a track ready to play MIDI notes onto. Okay, that's the end of this mini tutorial. Make sure you can do all that before you go on to the next stage.